Um, some students were reticent about putting themselves forward. We've got students to see the benefit of networking at events, but some were still holding back. Students had got all the usual lessons about CVs and all that kind of thing, but we wanted to provide a place where students could provide a shop window for them using this visual space, regardless of whether it was networked with social media. And I was surprised just how reticent some students still were to do this. Now, whether it was a question of them having to address what their identity was and how they were going to represent it, I thought people would want to be showing off because we were all so connected on Facebook already. I see just how much students are uploading pictures of themselves all the time on there. But they were, what made the difference was once one student had done it and started tweeting about it or putting it up on Facebook, you would see a burst of activity because other people would feel they're being left out. So I found that students tended to be led by other students. Once one had done it, there would be a burst of activity, then it would go quiet again. So it would happen in stops and starts. So I think what it's helped to do is enable students to see that professional practice isn't something that's separate, that you just, when you go into work, you take a coat off and hang it up, that actually being a professional is about an expression of you. And so it's helped them connect because they see their face up on the screen. They realise you can't run away from it, Social media has helped that in a way as well, because being on Twitter and connecting with some of the guest speakers that have come in and that kind of thing, students have seen that professional practice is 24 hours a day, and the visual identity thing has really sort of helped with that as well. It's helped them see that there is no separation between the two. Obviously, there are some differences between outside work and being in work, but the idea of professional practice should be something which goes around with you all the time. So I really think the image stuff has helped with that. It had just got to a point where I think before we had the cameras, we weren't trusting our students enough to put these ideas into practice, because if we weren't doing this, if we were letting a student graduate and go and work in an agency or in-house somewhere and they hadn't used a camera like this, we were going to be plonking them in at the deep end where they hadn't considered these issues, which is even worse, really. And that has reputational issues for the degree as well as for the students. So I really don't have any issues because I have real faith in all of the students and what they're doing, and it seems to have worked. So.